You're good to go.
Where's my stir stick?
Oh.
You didn't see Chris laughing at me last live when I did that?
No. I was laughing too. She got a mic on a stick. On a stick.
On a stick.
On a stick.
On a stick.
Oh.
You need to come up more.
What? Are we good?
More.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, come on. Hello.
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 Jose says, hello.
Hello. All right, so you can hear us. Very, very good. Very, very, very good. Welcome to another episode, number 63, or 63, 64, whichever it is, of Uncle Buck's Garage Live on Tuesday night. And first and foremost, we have to say this video is brought to you by B&A Engine Works up in Van Buren, Arkansas. The information is down below in the description. If you need some work done, if you're anywhere local, or even if you want to get it shipped out, you can call Miss Santana. She'll take care of it. Let me see. Big news of the week for me was that,
Hi, Baller.
Hey, Baller, he finally signed it. He signed the right to work on your own stuff law.
The right to repair.
The right to repair, yeah. What do they call it? When he signs it, it's not a bill. It's a executive order. Yeah. But also the EPA has loosened up a whole bunch of stuff on diesels and all kinds of stuff. They're fixing it.
Yeah.
What I want to see is somebody do a class action against John Deere. I'm not wishing anybody does it, but I mean it would be interesting to see. Because John Deere's been making work. You can't work on their stuff for 10 years. They've been doing it heavily.
Hi, Miss Judy. Miss Judy.
Hey, Miss Judy.
Hi, Miss Judy.
Sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
I was going to say, I have a big problem with that. If I buy it, it don't matter if it's under warranty or not. I should be able to work on my own stuff. If I write the check for it, it's nobody's business to tell me what I can and can't do with it.
I agree.
Unless I make it unsafe or something. But,
That's kind of the point of that's the whole purpose behind the right to repair.
Yeah. But I mean, it's.
But isn't that kind of like the cop's duty then? Is if it's unsafe, they should be out there monitoring for that on the roads.
Yeah, they do.
I know they do.
Yeah, it's violate the law, but I mean around this area,
Not in the Oklahoma area, it's not a big deal.
Yes,
No.
Oklahoma.
unless you got like tail lights out or something like that.
Yeah. Or you live in a small town
But yeah.
where the cop is not very straight and narrow.
Like, yeah, aftermarket exhaust are technically illegal, but
I have never even, after all my years and all my friends that are police officers in the area and everything, I've never heard them even utter that term.
It's actually
Modified exhaust.
it's an Oklahoma statute, believe it or not, but it's not really.
Well, there's some Mustangs and some Challengers that should be, out there
The
around.
V6 ones that are sitting there.
Oh my God.
Let me finish my cookie and I have a story to tell you guys.
Okay, sorry.
I got a cookie first. Hold on.
Cookie first.
Well, tell them that you're.
Okay, but I gotta say, we got great viewers. And this is vintage. I don't know what year this is, but man, it's got a lot of. It's from New York, and man, that is cool. That's cool. That's what I want. And Wyoming's are great. I mean, this is a 24, but just the differences,
How that's actually stamped.
Yeah,
That's almost as beat up as yours is on White Wedding.
I kind of had it jacked up too high, and I kind of crinkled the rear plate on the truck.
Miss Judy asks, did you lose your shirt sleeves in a fight?
No, I had to poop, and all I had was a shirt.
Makes me think of a Ronnie Carrington song.
No, hey, you ask anybody that's
No. You ask anybody.
Let me say
If
this.
you're nasty, you do this. Nick,
Baller is agreeing with you. That was a good one. Baller says it is sad that the right to repair even had to be a thing.
yeah, it is. But I was never so happy
Oh.
when I was out here working and it popped up on Facebook or on Instagram. Popped up on Instagram on my phone about him signing the executive orders, and I was like, "Oh, gotta make a video."
Yep.
And run right in, got the stuff up. 3 minutes later, we're putting it out.
Okay. You want to hear
what's
my
the story?
story? Okay. So I was going home yesterday, as one does, and I was passing, I don't know what kind of vehicle, but it was a little 4-door sedan, okay?
Yep.
Sticking out of the hood of this car was like the muffler and the end of the exhaust.
Was it diesel?
No,
No,
I don't think so.
It's a thing now.
it was just like,
I've seen where they take like the Jetta TDIs, the turbo diesels and stuff, and do that.
yeah, and that's why I was like, are they trying to make it like a snorkel? Like, it sounded horrible driving by it.
But to that person,
Because even the boys were like,
ew.
what was that?
Yeah, but I mean, to that person
Sounds
who's
like-
driving that car, that's his baby.
Yeah.
It was so wonky
Listen,
looking. Oh my
I will
goodness.
I've said it a million times on this live, on these lives, that I will respect a bill for the bill.
Yeah.
You know, you will always have my respect for the bill. However, if it sounds funny, I'm gonna say something. Because I feel like as a friend, you know, if something doesn't sound right on my truck, I would hope a friend would be like, "Hey man, I love your build, but like
I don't know.
that ain't it."
And I don't know what's going on in my truck. It's getting deeper.
Yeah, it's probably because it's
180,000 miles.
180,000 miles on original catch with little sensors.
Yeah.
Big
But
old muffler.
I noticed it today. I had it running. I was about 50 foot behind it, and I noticed it's like, I'm like, it never did that before.
Just fine.
Yeah. Anyways, oh yeah, we have one of the guys that sent the
New York plate.
New York plate, and this is his channel. He sent me this nice big sticker, and we're gonna put that. I'm gonna put that someplace really good where it's seen a lot. But it's White Sides Garage. So all you guys check it out. White Sides Garage on YouTube. Look it up. Show the man some love. He's friend of the family. But okay. So, anything interesting happened at the dealership last week?
Yeah, you think?
Oh, okay. What have you heard about the Hyundai recall?
So I like, I don't know any particulars. I have guesses. And the big guess right now is fuel crossover pipes.
Oh, that's right.
It's my guess. Because it's like a massive recall that came out. It's like seemed to be doing a bunch of them. Like it just came out.
In other words, they're ordering follow.
Well, it's a leaking crossover pipe on a 3.5.
Oh,
So like on Kia Hyundai 3.5 liters, mostly in your Carnivals and
so
minivans.
it's the fuel system problem.
What it is there's a crossover pipe from one bank to the next bank, and it's a metal crossover
Oh, on the manifold.
pipe underneath it.
Oh.
And that right where those flanges are at, it's leaking
Okay.
in the center of the engine where it's the hottest.
And there's nowhere for it to go.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's a big safety concern. So, if I were to guess, because of Kia and Hyundai being the exact same thing, I'm assuming that's what it is.
Okay.
But I mean, I've heard no, like, hey, this came out, this is what happened, kind of thing. They normally keep it kind of quiet. So
Christopher,
we got a new
I
guy.
saw something on Facebook today about what did I say? 400,000 or 700,000 recalls on Fords,
Ford.
including F-150s for transmissions.
What year?
It didn't specify. It just said like 740,000.
The CDF drum in the early 10 speeds.
Mm-hmm.
Ken probably knows more on this, but the CDF drum will one of the gaskets will slip out of place.
Yeah.
It won't shift right
Yeah,
anymore.
it was on a news channel was reporting it. So, I mean, it's recent, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you.
It was kind of
There was
vague.
no specifications
Yeah, it
on
was
what
kinda
years
vague,
or
but
anything
there
like
was
that.
a big recall for it too.
If I were to guess, it'd be something inside of like the something to do with like the planetary retaining gas or the retaining clips or something like that. Something that it's like deep in there. And it wouldn't be anything with the valve body though, because if it were, I mean, there'd be software updates and it wouldn't be a.
It says vehicle after the shifted in the park unless the parking. So apparently it has to do with parking mechanism. Like I said, I'm assuming the parking ball.
The parking gear, the backside of the transmission.
Yeah, mine's not affected, but yeah, there's some. Apparently, if you got one, your best bet while you're still driving it, set your parking brake. Which automatic transmissions, if you're on any incline at all, you should set your parking brake anyhow.
I've never done it in my life.
What years does it affect? Did it say?
Yeah, it does F-150s, Expeditions. So 18 to 21 Expedition and Lincoln Navigators, 20 to 21 Explorers and Lincoln Aviators, and it says 21 Ford F-150s.
Comes 10R80s or
I'm assuming so,
yeah,
because that's what all those. Yeah,
yeah.
or they're 10R60s or 10R80s.
Yeah.
The Explorers and Aviators have the 60s, but the F-150s and Expeditions and Navigators have the 80s.
You know, last week after the live, we had some breaking weather. We had some overcast days, and it wasn't so dang hot. And I got I got spider gears out, axles out. It's up in the air, and I got the gasket Saturday and the gear oil Saturday, and it's been hot as blazes ever since. And I have not set foot in that garage because I don't like the heat. I don't like hot. After having a heat stroke, 20 years ago, nope, I don't do the hot. So it'll be in the evenings or whatever. We'll get a rainy day next week or this weekend sometime, and I'll put everything back together again. But I bought a locker for it. Yeah, so we're gonna be a two-wheel terror instead of one-wheel wonder. And then the fun stuff starts, because then I got a set of the aluminum heads are being assembled at the machine shop, and the big block, short block is about to go together. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things going on with Mamlam. Yeah, we're going to go racing again. I'm gonna try to get a race going in September, like the middle of September or 1st of October. Get another race, and then I got parts coming for Kenny and Presley's project truck here. That's theirs now, and we got a 400 small block that we're cleaning and we're tapping holes, and they're spending all kinds of time on, using up all my fluids, all my WD, and all my PV blaster, and all my stuff.
All right, let's just call it like it is, okay? We grabbed that PV blaster and it had about 3 layers of dust on it. All right, you ain't touched it in 3 years.
And then he pulls out the oldie but goodie, I think from the 90s,
Yeah,
and he goes, "Let's use up some of this stuff."
yeah. So I
And
mean,
they had smidgens in there, mind you. The WD-40 had smidgens. It didn't have a lot.
So I don't know if you can see I know you guys can't see the shop right now, but right now we got 2 cans of brake clean, a V12, we got WD, we got PB. I loaded up.
I'm so proud of you. You still had the same white lithium grease from 1942 sitting up there.
We ain't got no use for it. Until we put an engine together.
I see you've got brake clean.
Yeah, I
We
bought
just
2
got
cans
that.
of brake clean.
I like brake clean.
No, I don't trust you with brake clean.
That's the worst thing to do.
Set something on fire.
Yes. On the brake clean.
Baller says, "Haha, which recall their motors from 2000 to now? Baha."
Do you guys have any questions today? We've been talking for the last 15 minutes. Oh, and I had to take Miss Christina to the doctor today, and her knee's not doing too good, so we're going to cut this at an hour tonight because them boys run her ragged when she's babysitting, even though my daughter and his wife is babysitting. So we're going to do an hour, and we're done. No matter what we're talking about, we're going to do an hour.
And I gave them cookies when I left the house too.
Yeah. They're wound up tight.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I'll bring Red Bull.
Oh, fool.
You know what? That's fine because they'll run it out with Nana and TT.
Yeah.
Actually, then no. You're looking to sleep in the recliner.
But I do have more license plates coming. I've got a couple of viewers that have sent me pictures and emails saying that they're boxing them up and sending them. So we got more coming. I guess I'm gonna have to start. We're starting to get a little bit of a collection. I guess we're gonna have to start like a list and see. Okay, we need this, and this one, and this one. Oh, and I was going to. Miss Christina sent me a text this morning with Joe Dirt's. You mean to tell me you ain't got no? You know, she sent it to me, and it's on the phone. But I was gonna do the whole. Joe Dirt.
I can look it up.
You mean to tell me you're gonna stand there
Owning a fireworks stand.
and you don't have any spleen splitters,
Whistling bungholes.
whiskey doos,
Whisker don'ts. Okay. Let's see. That's my favorite part of Joe Dirt.
One thing about Presley, you give her
That and the I got the poo on me. That is like a vocal. That is a vocal stem.
10 minutes. It's within the same.
Yeah.
I like the one where he's in the tent and he's like, I got the poppy corn.
Yeah, they're fumigating the house. Yeah, that's a good movie. It still stands up. Oh, I did hear. Grown Ups 3 is in production.
You're gonna stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, cherry bombs, Nipsey daisies with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser?
Sparklers and black cats are what I like.
Oh, okay, that's a good question. Okay, so I'm old enough.
We do have a question.
Okay.
After you're done.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm old enough. I was 8 years old in '76, so I'm going to have living both the 200 and the 250, and I'm hoping to make it to the 300. You know, I'm hoping to come up with that magic pill that fixes everything. But how many of you guys out there are old enough to remember this in 1976 and this one? Raise your hands. Just say I did, or just put it in the comments. Say how many of you guys were actually alive and
What are you talking about?
the 4th of July celebration in
Oh,
1976.
It's the 250th year of America.
America, baby.
we were talking about fireworks, and you started talking about 1976, and I'm like,
The country was
Yeah,
founded in 1776.
wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
150
crazy.
years ago.
Oh my God! Let me see.
Hey, we ain't the ones that went over.
I'm over here.
You
Okay,
started spitting numbers at her.
Okay. So what is the question?
Why do you have no hair? No, I'm just kidding.
Because God hates him.
Can
No,
you
actually,
tell?
God loves me. I had this one as the sun.
He loves you so much. He made you bald so he can always tell where you're at.
Yeah, that's right from a reflection.
Shine bright like a
Yes,
diamond.
it's right like
Oh, Chrome Dome.
Oh, no,
Can
they're
you
not
tell
very
us-
evil. You're right behind him.
Can you tell us what is a good daily driver camshaft that you would use in a 5.0 or 5.7 GMT 400 or square body truck?
Okay. Nothing more than this. I'm going to talk advertised duration. So the book duration is going to be about 225. Advertised duration is going to be about 268. That's the biggest you can go for a daily driver. It won't be that lumpy and thumpy. It'll be nice and peppy. It'll be easy to drive. It'll be fun to drive. But you'll still be able to run your brakes, your heater, everything runs off a vacuum. On a square body, everything runs off a vacuum. So your brakes and your heater controls and all that is vacuum operated. If you go anything above 268 advertised duration, you're going to lose your vacuum signal and nothing's going to work. And the brakes are going to be terrible.
Gonna have to argue with you on that one. I feel like a 282, 291 advertised
And
duration.
then the vacuum canister that's in the box in there, you have to put on. Or go non-assisted brakes. Go like a Willwood master cylinder without a power booster on it. Because it will not produce enough vacuum to make those brakes work. The more duration you have, the less vacuum you have. proven. It's proven. Comp cams, even in the 80s, comp cams even came out. They did their testing. They came out with a 270 duration cam. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but 270, and it would barely run the brakes and the heating system. But that's your limit for driving. And you get any bigger than that, then you're choppy. It sounds great, but it's terrible day-to-day traffic. I drove one with a 292 duration cam for 9 years. I know. But I was also 20 years old, But it took. I had no brakes in the damn thing until I bought a vacuum reservoir, and it took 3 days for it to fill up and get enough vacuum to run the brakes. Driving back and forth to work. I mean, it was stupid for me to drive it like it was because it would not stop.
Home engine builder said, yeah, 112 heat index in Atlanta, motor in same spot it was Sunday.
Yeah. No, I mean, I worked out in the air, for 20 years welding and everything at the brick company, and I didn't have no problems. It took 2 years of being off and retired and doing something else, and I had a heat stroke. Ended up in the hospital. I woke up and didn't realize what had happened. That two bags hung on me, and I knew the girl that worked there, and I said, Charlotte, what am I doing here? She said, Buck, you about died.
I'm gonna say being out of it for a little bit does take its toll because just a little bit I've been out of it.
Yeah.
I went out. I've gone out twice now to do yard work. I went out yesterday morning. Of course, I got up and did it like 7:30 in the morning.
It's
I'm sure my
still
neighbors
been
loved
hot.
me.
Yeah, but it's still been hot at that time,
My
yeah.
shirt was soaked. Like actually, I didn't even go in the house. I got my truck started up, turned the AC on full blast.
It's definitely one of those things you get acclimated to. I mean, for the 20 years I was doing it, it was not a thing because I went in. We started at 6 and went till 3:30. And you kind of, as the sun went up, the temperature went up. You got used to it. But I couldn't do that again today. I would die.
Well, I was going to say back when I like that casino in Roland when I was working on that.
Yep.
Of course, come in there. I don't know how I used to do it, but we'd be out drinking till 3 or 4 in the morning.
Well, you're also 20 years old too.
Come in, your hangover, it was gone by 7:30.
Oh yeah, you sweated it out.
Yeah, you sweated your hangover out right away.
Yeah, you sweated it out.
This heat though has been different. Mom called me the other day from California, and she was saying that she was like heat exhaustion, and I mean her entire job's pretty much outside.
Yeah, outside. Yeah.
But they've got
It's a nasty summer. We had such a
so
mild
bad.
winter and a long cool spell. I knew when that snap finally hit, it was going to be monstrous, and it's hit.
Yeah.
Summer is here.
You know when you go to work and your bosses, they've got them called squinchers with their electrolyte package.
Yeah.
You know when you get to work and your boss is giving you a bag of those?
They did that to us once. They were buying Gatorade for us for years, and then they tried to cheap out and get the squincher shit. Oh,
watch your profanities.
It was an uprising like you never seen 100 welders out there saying, I ain't drinking this, blah, 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 blah. And, the next day they went out, they got the big bags of Gatorade. Yep.
Oh my God.
All right.
Okay. Home engine builder says, I'll send the tracking information for those plates maybe as soon as tomorrow.
Don't get out in the heat.
Dang day job slows me down. Yeah. Power Wagon says, is a 305 junk or can it drive a truck okay? And then Judy Scantlin says, God said Uncle Buck needs no hair to be good looking. That's gross.
Thank you, Judy.
And Uncle Dave says, in the 65 El Camino I had with a 350, I ran a CompCams 292 501 and ran a vacuum reservoir to keep the brake booster working. Brakes were rough without it. Yeah,
brakes. We all had to learn that the hard way back in the 80s. Yeah, it was unnecessary. The old Monty would not stop. It ran great, but it wasn't stopping.
Baller
so you're
says,
saying the 268 is the biggest cam you can go. So vacuum assisted.
He asked for my opinion. Yeah, for vacuum assisted, the brakes and all the heater controls are vacuum in the vacuum harness inside underneath the dash. Your flappers and everything. It's all vacuum actuated. They all got vacuum solenoids on them. Okay, and that's everything from the 60s and 70s. All right, and if you put enough duration in an engine, it doesn't produce enough vacuum, even at idle, to run those systems. So you basically, if you've ever, like on your 4-wheel drive, do you ever like shut the key off and try to hit the brakes while it's running, while it's moving? You know how dead pedal that gets? That's what happens. There's no vacuum to boost that vacuum booster. So you're basically running all the time with a dead pedal. But you're hauling ass, but you ain't stopping.
Yeah, GM ran vacuum boost for years.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still running it or not on the new ones.
Well, they also make a hydro boost.
Yeah, so when I bought brake pads for my truck,
Hydro boost.
because they asked me, is yours vacuum or hydro boost? I'm like,
I
don't know.
Purple.
Yeah.
I just want, I was a first responder at the time, so I was like, I want the police spec brake parts for it. But they're like, is it vacuum or hydro? And I didn't think it'd really make a difference, but apparently it does make a difference.
Mm-hmm. No. But the hydro boost, you have to have like a pump for it, which you're taking power out the front end of it to run that pump.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you tie it into the power steering.
You're still running another pump off of a pump. You're still.
Well, I know, yeah, but most hydro boost at assemblies now are ran off the power steering.
They utilize the same pump for
they utilize the same pump.
Yeah, they'll run.
Oh, okay.
So they'll basically run.
I don't know if they make that system for like a small block or a big block.
I bet you can figure it out. But you basically run the pump out to the hydro boost out to the rack, and then from the rack back to the boot, back to the power steering. It's literally.
Let me catch up again.
Okay.
So Baller says, my daughter loves the grown-ups vids. And then he says, Buck has no hair because it's on Kenny's face.
That would be true if Dad was redhead.
Home Engine Builder said, born July of 76. First of a generation. My first daughter, another generation, firstborn on July 4.
Well, that means you're turning 50 this year, Baller.
You young whippersnapper.
And Power Wagon says, talk about the 305, please. And SpongeBob said, I had a 70 Chevelle with the factory 396. It didn't have a brake booster on it. Stopped fine and did great burnouts.
Yeah. Now, if it has a vacuum brake booster on it, like most anything from like 74 on, it's going to have. It's going to affect it. But they did come out with ones that didn't have the booster. It was just a manual box. Now, the truck, the 305 truck. Half ton, 3/4 ton. What kind of truck is it? 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, long bed, short bed. Give me some information. But a 305 is not a bad engine. It's just a little low on power because of the cubic inches. But I had a friend that had about a 82 long bed, 305 headers, intake, carburetor, and he had a 125 shot nitro system on it. Sitting behind he had it plumbed where he could reach behind his butt and turn it on. And he had a button on the steering wheel, so he had it sitting right behind him in the cab, and he could just reach in and turn the valve on to hit it.
He sat on top of the nitrous.
Well, like in Bamalam, it's got the little shelf in the back. It's about this wide.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he was a little short guy, so he had the seat up anyways. But it fit right behind her. But he put it where you could just reach back there and turn the valve on.
Gotcha.
That way you only use it on drag strips.
Well, he didn't use it. So how much that cost?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to know how much that cost.
But you said, I don't know if they make it or not.
Well, they make it. Okay.
They do. And it's on Summit. And it is not cheap.
It is not cheap. Yeah.
Here, hold this for a second. This is all super nasty.
Did I stick my finger on the
You did, or I did, or
Somebody did.
Woo!
spooky. Oh, that's better.
Okay.
You can get one with a forcing valve on it.
Oh yeah.
Is it Tilton? What is the brand?
Willwood knockoff.
Willwood.
Okay. Willwood knockoff.
Now I did that to the Camaro, the race car. I took the booster.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Mike. I took the booster completely off of it and put I actually put a standard box on it off of like a 70 or 71 Camaro.
Yeah, so
No.
this is the kind of the set.
Okay, so out of the pump to the booster. And
Yeah.
It's just a circuit.
Yeah. You just make a hydraulic circuit out of it.
Here's one for y'all. Willwood.
Welcome, SpongeBob.
I'm
Hey.
willing to get. If I'm gonna pay for performance, like I'm going with the brand that's been around for ever. Plus, Brembos are a Willwood knockoff. They got a lot of their design ideas from Willwood.
Well, I think I can. Okay, let's just.
Home Engine Builder says double pumper or vacuum secondary Holly or Carter Edelbrock China eBay carb.
Rock. Bullshit. No,
Watch your profanities.
No, it's Holly all the way. For a street, 750 vacuum secondary. For a street trip, 750 double pumper. And then if you're really gonna go hot, super, 4.5, 500 horsepower aluminum headed, this, that, and other thing, 850 double pumper for the street. Small.
Why are you talking smack on Edelbrock?
I hate them.
It'll jump.
But you have an Edelbrock.
And
Intake right there.
Carbs.
Carburetors are another.
Oh,
They copied. Mopar had a Weber, or no, a Thermoquant. Mopar had Thermoquant.
Yeah.
Weber was popular.
on the light.
Weber was popular in the 60s,
You want a hat
and so
or a
Edelbrock
rag?
copied them.
Yeah.
Don't care, I'm out.
Grab one of the hats.
It's over there on the back.
Okay.
I think it's a Dauber though.
I hit him with a $500 hat. I don't care.
No. Don't do that.
Power Wagon says, do you prefer the old 2-piece 350 or the 86 plus 1-piece rear main oil cell?
I like 2-piece rear main. That's what I grew up on. That's what I cut my teeth on. That's what I like. All right. You want
They do make conversions
It's over on the light thingy.
for the
Look at the Dauber.
2-piece to one, or the 1-piece to 2-piece.
I'll see.
I think
I don't know how you miss him.
Yeah, that's a Dauber.
Okay. And Daubers won't mess with you.
No. He's just looking for a place. Oh, I got it right here.
Reds will go out of their way.
that
to get you.
motherfucker. Yeah, that's
Michael Scantlin says, G-rated, guys and gals. And Baller says, sorry, Kenny.
Another biscuit here.
Sound of a bit, sound of a bit, sound of a bit, the gun.
You thought I was going to say son of a.
Didn't you? Yeah.
You thought I was going to
I
say
saw
sound of a
that
bit,
one
didn't you?
years ago. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Porky Pig said doing that. Yeah.
But
What was the question? Oh, if you prefer the old 2-piece 350 or the 86 plus 1-piece rear main oil cell.
The 80, or it's actually 88 to 98 when they converted to a 1-piece. They make a 2-piece conversion for them, and they last a lot longer
Well,
than the 1-piece remains.
I am kind of like the 1-piecers are set up already for roller cams. They have the spider. They have the spider plate on to hold lifters in. Everything already in the valley, already machined up. And if I'm going to have to go roller, if I can't get a good answer either at SEMA or PRI this year about flat tapping cams, then it would be your best interest to go 1-piece rear seal and have a block that's already set up for roller.
Yeah. However, I mean, if it's come with a 2-piece,
But I
really-
prefer 2-piece.
Yeah,
Because that's what I grew up on. That's what I cut my teeth on. And that's all I have in here. It's 2-piece rear seals on everything.
Power Wagon says, do you offset the real oil seal 2-piece or
absolutely.
straight up any sealer used?
And the sealer on a medium surface. Yeah. Yep. I'll send them by about, if you look at it from 6 to 9, 3 to 9, I do about 2 to 8. And then put the cap.
Yeah, the general rule.
With a little sealer on both ends.
Yeah, the general rule of thumb is 3/8 of an inch.
Because like the rear cap on that motor that you guys were playing on all this weekend, right? The seal goes like a bearing, all right, and they're known to where they meet. They're known to leak. Okay, so you take the seal and you kind of just give it a little spin, so that it's not where it comes apart.
Oh, okay.
Then it's not a seal on a seal.
Oh, okay.
So it makes it where it doesn't want to.
See the visual.
Oh yeah.
This right here, this group. This is where that seal sits.
He's showing her.
Right. And what you do is normally people put it straight up on it, and that causes a leak. So what you do is you rotate it down, so you'll have a little bit of seal sticking out, but on the other end you mirror that. So when you put it on, it's a perfect circle.
Okay.
So the reason
what kind is it, like the metal ones, like on the other ones?
No, it's rubber.
Okay.
It's a rubber gasket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's rubber seal. Just
like an O-ring or no?
Yes, but a beefy O-ring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but a big one.
But 2-part.
Yeah, 2-part.
That you would twist it.
And they make then in the late 80s, they changed the design on the back end to a different kind of crankshaft and a different kind of hub on it. And it's a kind of a cork,
like a plate.
Plate.
It's like a plate with that seal on it, and it slides over the end of the crank, and that's their rear main seal.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the rear oil seal. Because
and that's the same thing, just the same kind of process on LSs now.
Yeah,
is the one piece rear main seal like that.
Yes.
You gotta really know what you're doing to get to work right. You need the fly spotter?
No.
We have a pet tonight, guys.
We have several in here. I think it came out of the engines, honest to God.
The main reason why that has a 2-piece seal is because there's no thrust bearings.
And you're allergic.
And those 1 pieces they
Yeah,
have.
and he's allergic to bees and wasps, and I'm not. But he's brought in between.
We found out Presley wasn't.
The phone and it was
Oh, the bees, yeah.
Yeah, he's
That was
buzzing
fun.
Presley. He's buzzing up around in here and the lights and stuff, and he's being a big nuisance tonight.
Yeah.
I'll put a.
Go to your bed.
I'll have to put
Lay down.
I'll have to put a sticky trap out.
Come in here and start here.
I have fly traps in the bin up there.
Power Wagon says thanks. That makes sense.
I hate those thrust bearings so goddamn much.
You know, there's not. I saw something. Not thrust bearings. I can't think of the name of the bearing they're using. They're now retroing LSs with it's a plate with a very thin needle bearing. Another plate as a thrust bearing. Yeah.
To help prevent crankshaft walk.
Yeah. And they're doing it on the front stem.
Yep. They're doing it right behind the oil pump.
Yep.
That's been and me and the guys were talking about it too, because like everybody's like they take that 14 to 18 LS or they call it that, what is that, LS7, LS6,
something like that. Yeah.
and they'll, when they do the DoD delete, they'll get rid of it or they'll add it to help, because that full pump gear, not the retaining gear, but the actual gear that rides on the.
That's a good question. I've never really had a problem ever of all the engines I've played with and put together and worked on everything. I never had a single one had a thrust issue. Had too much.
Mm-hmm.
Once you had them all together, I never had one that was like too wide, too much movement back and forth in the crank. Never had a problem with that. I mean, have you guys ever had that problem? Had one that the crankshaft the thrust on it was just way too much, it would move around too much? I never had that.
I've had a couple of camshafts have too much play, but that was like due to negligence and.
Yeah, I'm talking about just crankshaft and thrust on crankshaft.
SpongeBob says, Kenny, I used a rope type seal like they used in Mopars, no leaks.
Oh.
And Uncle Dave said, yesterday I was talking to a circle track guy about flat tappers. He said many are now using the Elgin 1817 DC lifters. I checked them out and they are US made by Elgin.
Yep.
And have a diamond-like coating on the face and eliminates the lengthy break in procedure.
Really?
And Home Engine Builder says, do you have an aluminum head update from the shop? And Baller says, good to know, Dave.
No. Santana did message me Friday because I reached out to her last week. And she messaged me Friday evening. And she said they are just covered. She said whatever we're doing, keep doing it because we got more work than we got time to do it in. And she's so she hired another helper, a gal, doing a whole bunch of cleaning. You guys have seen her on the video. She's doing great. Didn't think she would fit in, but she fits in like peas and carrots, you know. And now she's already looking for some other helper because I mean they're covered. So I was going to go by either tomorrow or Thursday and check in with her and see how things are going. But yeah, no. Steve liked them. I mean, the head guy, her head guy, Big Steve, he thought they were great looking. He said we had a big long conversation about how there's no way that you can spend $1,000 getting a whole set of double humps all done up, or you can spend $500 and you're done. And they'll flow better, and they're and they just pay heat better. They take compression better. You know, he said I tried to talk these old guys out of rebuilding these double humps and spending $1,000 on them. You know, and you just go online and buy, spend $500 and you got, a set of heads. He said, but nope, they're going to have them double humps every time. But no, I'll know something about it next Tuesday.
Dave says around $150 for a set for a SBC. Strongly considering them on the next 350 build with the comp cam.
Yep, and I mean that's 150. And with a cam, it's going to be probably 175, 200. So you're talking about 350 instead of 1,000. I've been looking them up, and you're not dealing with it's cast iron on cast iron with the distributor gears. You're not talking about $200 melanized distributor gear to run a billet cam. And then you talking about having to have a cam button and make sure that all it doesn't walk around and everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, to be fair though, when we put the timing cover on, when we go to put the cam in this one, I think we're going to do a cam button anyway, just as insurance.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's getting kind of ridiculous. Because like I've been doing research because now we have the 400 and we have me and Presley have been talking about it, and I've been doing I was kind of like I want to do a 750 and I wanted to do a double pumper, but then as I was looking at the numbers, I'm like, that's for more drag racing than driving. And then I saw the new Holley 4150 series coming out, their 750 vacuum secondaries. Mm-hmm. The diaphragm that you would change the spring out to change the vacuum actuation on it. Yeah. It's now externally adjusted.
See, Demon did that 20 years ago.
Yeah, but
Holley was like waiting. The new one that's on Bamlam has the new big side sight glasses in it. Yeah. That was an upgrade they needed to do years ago.
Way long time.
And Demon did that too. Yeah. I mean.
What's up, Exit?
Yeah, but I think we're gonna go with a Holley 4150 series. Yeah. 750 or a 650 vacuum secondary.
Classic V8 i6i says, I started my hot rod today with open header. Sounds so good. My neighbors love me. LOL.
Hey, there's a video out somewhere on this channel. It's, nothing's better on a Sunday morning than open headers in a closed off garage. Yeah, neighbor haters.
Bam.
Yeah.
Before he put the exhaust on it, yeah.
It was loud.
JB was like, "Oh no, thanks," and Y was like, "Yeah."
hey, recognize I was the original square body open headers in this family. All right, we drove my 79 from here to the muffler shop in Sallisaw on old 64 open headers, just the whole way.
But I was following him in my truck.
I love it.
Baller says, sounds like it would be worth a try, Dave. The cost is good as well. Power Wagon says, is a 010 350 block worth getting? Are there better casting numbers for a daily truck?
I gotta tell you, 0010 is my jam. I've got one right here. I've got one over here. I've had them in past 0010 blocks. They come 4-bolt and 2-bolt. They're pre Mexico, so they're a denser block. There's less nickel in them. In the cast iron, 0010 blocks are great. Doesn't matter what year you get it in. Doesn't matter 2-bolt or 4-bolt. They're my preferred engine block.
I kind of prefer the 4 bolts just for insurance purposes, not for like any other particular reason, but insurance because the main caps are bigger. But I could live with it. Like our 400 is a 2-bolt main, and it's.
But okay, let me tell you about the
You
400.
look like you're tripping.
Let me tell you, he's still looking here.
The schnozberries. She's like schnozberries.
Anyways,
She's just like,
I'm looking for that little guy. I'm not sure you know.
now I will say this: that everybody was back in the day. Everybody was looking for a 4-bolt 400.
Yeah.
And come to find out, a lot of people did a lot of testing that the 4-bolt 400, because of the size of the saddles and the way they had to design it, because of the stroke and everything, the size of the crankshaft, the 4-bolts are actually less strong, stable as the 2-bolt is. So for a daily driver to have fun with, that 400 block is exactly what you need with 2-bolt mains.
Right, but I mean, it just.
we're getting like really behind. Let me catch up real fast. I'm sorry. SpongeBob says, guys, I wanted to say I just retired this January, and my job I retired from called me back to work part-time for them. So working part-time and can leave anytime I want. The power of retirement.
Nice.
Baller said yes on the 010 block. Exit said, what's up? And then Baller says, Exit, didn't you win a torque wrench? And SpongeBob said, back in the day when I got out of the military, I put together a 426 572. It was a beast. I put the engine in my C10 72 pickup long bed. And Power Wagon says, I have an 81 C20. Thanks so much, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
who was the one
it was
that
like-
a torque wrench?
It was
Red.
that guy that was,
Red.
Red something, but he hasn't been on.
He hasn't been on since he won.
Yeah. So,
I might have to give it away again.
might just have to give it to Exit. Baller said. I mean. Welcome back. Here you go.
Are you bored?
I just pulled a hair out of my beard and I'll see how long it's.
I'm looking for that wasp.
He was over
Looking
here
for
last
his-
time.
I had one get in my house the other day. You know what I did?
Left the
I
house.
set the deed on the table and left. All right.
He moved out.
Right. It's his house now.
All right, I will do everything I can to make this thing waterproof.
Set off a bomb.
I'm just having fun with it now.
No, it's not a bad idea, actually.
Baller says, so happy Canada Day tomorrow. Happy 4th of July to you all this week. Time to run. Hope wife heals up soon. Cheers, all. Bye, Baller.
Or,
Exit says, I've been falling way behind on my project. It's been like 6 weeks since I've been able to get back to it.
yeah. It's funny how life does that, doesn't it?
SpongeBob says, show us the 400 behind you. My engine was a 427, not a 426, guys.
Well, now, it's not
Oh,
pretty.
sorry.
It sat at the barn for about 30 years apart.
It ain't nothing to look at.
It's, yeah. I'll flip the camera. Hold on.
Oh,
Oh, there she is.
there's the heartbeat. Of
That
the
is the
hot rod.
400. That is the 350 behind him.
Yep.
And then
He's gonna
under
forget about that motor and it's gonna be our
behind Chris under the blankets is some more 350s.
Nope. It's gonna be 400. It's a 400 small block. What it's gonna have in it is I think we decided on 400 small block, mild street cam, standard format heads with transmission, 700 R4. Okay.
Whichever one you have in the back, he said.
700 R4.
That's a 700 back there. So
It's a predecessor to the 406.
overdrive. Cruiser.
Yeah, a cruising training.
Yep.
And then I think we're gonna go 373 highway gears.
373s are not highway gears.
They're not 373. Fucking
Hey, watch your profanities.
310.
That's what it is.
310. Cruising like 1,500 RPM going down the highway at 7.
Yeah.
I don't say I'd go a little.
I'd probably go a little bigger. I'd probably go like a 350.
Like my truck's got 350. My F-150 has 355 in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Low RPMs, but low gas.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you cruise, definitely a cruiser. If you're doing 1,500 RPMs down the highway, that's true.
Judy says they'll be in this week to see you.
Cool.
And Power Wagon says, please ask the dad about 327 small journal versus large journal.
Strength and small journals are heavier, they wrap RPMs faster because there's less rotating assembly weight. But just for strength, I would go large journal. That was another swap order they made. They went, they tried to beef it up a little bit. The 327s because they got real popular real fast. And then they said, well, we're at 327, let's just hit 350. And then like 72, they said, well, F it, we can get 350, let's hit 400 cubic inches. Small block.
Y'all are talking about the rear end ratios though too. I've driven a 5-liter F-150 with a 305 rear end.
Yeah.
Thing was gutless. The 355, just that little bit.
And then he drove mine with 373. He's like, what'd you do to that? And I'm like, nothing, I bought it. I bought it bone stock. And I had that daily, it'll haul the mail.
It's got torque, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, mine had 342 in it. And
373 posi.
Mine had posi.
Transmission cooler and rubber floor mats, hand window cranks, and nothing special. Out the door, $18,000 in 2009.
Exit says, I've been falling way behind on my project. I think you read that. Okay. Life decided to keep me from doing the fun/cool stuff, hoping to get back to it next week.
There's always tomorrow.
And Judy said she's coming to see you. SpongeBob said I'd go with the 400 Turbo Trans and put a gear bender on the back of a Trans.
Ooh, that's money.
Go with a 332 gear for highway cruising. I might subscribe and watch what you guys do here. Do it.
Yep,
you won't bet.
No.
I bet you won't.
I think I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
400, 650.
But the gear drive thing, yeah, they're great and yeah, they're strong and they're beefy. They'll take up to 1,000 horsepower going down the highway, but they're expensive, and the back order on that is years. Everybody is buying them now, and so they're on. You take a number, you're gonna wait for a long time to get it.
Is it like a kind of like back before overdrive was a thing? Is it like an overdrive kit?
Yeah. You take the snout off the back of the 350 or 400 or whatever. Take the snout off and it bolts up like an extension, like another gear, and it's a gear reduction thing. And it's about this big around, about the size of a differential cover. And sometimes you have to modify the funnel for it to fit, but it bolts directly up the transmission and it's actuated by a button. It's like you get on the highway, you hit the button, and you're in overdrive.
That's what I kind of
like
wanted.
I don't know.
I remember because
the drag and drives made them come on huge.
So I remember years ago when I was a kid, I was working with my grandfather on a '63 Willys Jeep.
Probably the same kind of thing.
And it had this one didn't have it. It had a 3-speed in it, but you could get an optional overdrive add-on.
Yep, and that would have been bolted on the back end. It probably either had a lever, like the old 4-wheel drives did, or it would be on a button.
Yeah,
like an 18-wheeler. You ever see them like?
Got the splitter.
Yeah, they got the splitter or whatever.
I've driven a 10-speed with a splitter before.
Yeah. So it's like you hit a gear and bonk, and then hit another gear and bonk.
Yeah. But the thing is about it is that there's something I can't remember. One of the guys that I watched does the Dragon drives, and he did something. It was on in reverse, and that messes them up. They're not designed. They're designed for forward only, the way the gears are made. And he tried to he did mess it up or almost messed it up. But you have to be really pay attention, make sure it's not on if you hit reverse in it, because it's apparently it don't like that.
I'd rather not deal with a PTO system in my vehicle, so I think I'm just gonna go with a 700 R4
We got one sitting in for
and just enjoy the drive. She goes, okay, so random thought. She goes, can we paint the transmission?
No.
I was like, yeah.
Well, you can.
He said, what color are we painting it?
And she goes, I don't know, black.
Well, like B&M paints, B&M and TCI paints all the time.
Yeah, they do. But I'm like, that's what that was the color that you come up with? Black.
Well,
she wanted to do moss. She wanted to color the whole thing moss green. She wants to paint the motor and training.
You're doing a Chevy drivetrain, you got to do Chevy orange.
Okay.
He wants to do the truck red with black accents.
Yeah, make red.
So
she made a picture of it up on
paint
Canva,
the block
really
red,
cool.
Paint the transmission black to make the red of the engine.
Well, you paint all the stuff
know.
inside the engine compartment, like gloss or a different color, and then the engine different. That makes the engine pop. I had a buddy that painted an engine one time in canary yellow, and that thing, when you pop that hood, you're like, God, what's America? I mean, he did like everything black and then just bright yellow. And the engine
I
black.
can see it.
Yeah,
Bumblebee.
Like that tough stuff yellow.
yeah, and we just like, we were like, Johnny, what were you thinking? But man, it was a Camaro with a 350 really built with a 4-speed in it, and man, that thing hauled the mail.
Okay.
You know, we didn't after he got it. He bought the car just for the transmission and the 4-speed, and he built an engine for it, painted it that yellow, and we were all laughing at him, and just thinking, no, but that car screamed.
I tell you what, though, I still remember that long block from Summit.
Yeah.
That I bought one in 16, and me and Dad swore, we were like, we're gonna paint it orange. It's got to be Hugger orange.
We didn't.
Right? It's got to be Hugger orange. And
The only thing we
put it in. We undid it. We opened it up. It was sitting on the crate. We were looking at it. And we were like,
I can't paint it.
we can't paint that.
Can't paint it.
It looks so good.
The only thing we did was we pulled the valve covers off, put chrome valve covers on it.
Yep.
See, I'll tell you one that threw me for a loop, though, with the engine colors and stuff. GM, they did orange blocks for the longest time.
They did
Well,
blue
Hugger
too.
orange.
They did blue too.
My Cadillac, that's what threw me for a loop. It had that almost like a navy blue.
Like a medium blue.
But of course, back then Cadillacs weren't rebadged Chevys.
Yeah.
Right.
But still, that threw me for a loop. I figured it being a GM product instead.
We're
No,
running out of
like
time.
the Cadillacs, the Buicks, the Pontiacs, they were all blue.
We're running out of time.
What you
We only got like 3 minutes left.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
he's back, by the way, for everybody wondering.
All right.
He woke up.
We'll hurry up.
Okay.
Let me read some comments.
Yeah, read the comments.
So, SpongeBob said, "Gear Bender will kick it." Exit says, "I would love to have a Gear Vendor's OD."
Overdrive.
Okay. Judy said, "Did the Bumblebee go back to bed?"
Nope.
And I said, "He found it."
You can quit.
I
It's not
said,
around you. I'm
"No,
watching.
he's over by the."
I felt
Right
something
there.
touch the back of my head.
He's just giving you a kiss. I said he found out he wasn't getting paid to be on camera, so he left. SpongeBob says, "That got you guys talking Gear Bender. I think a 400 trans is the best trans Chevy came out with."
It's one of the toughest. I got one sitting right here behind this one.
Home Engine Builder says, "What do you think of a Stroker small block 383 427?" And SpongeBob says, "How about a Holly Terminator setup? You can set it up on a screen to what you want your engine to run."
See, a Terminator is not really old school how to. a fuel injection, bolt-on fuel injection system is not really old school how to do it.
However,
This one I could be right on board. If I get a sponsorship from Holly and they send us a whole kit,
whole Terminator kit?
oh yeah.
No, you can wire that up yourself.
Hell, if Holly sponsors you, want to send one for a Caddy 500.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Chris,
Oh,
they're universal across the board.
are they?
Yeah, they are.
They
I
are.
haven't seen that. For some reason, I want to call it EFI Live, but I know that was the programmer they used on Duramaxes.
They send you all. It comes in a big old bundle, and it's got everything laid out, and it's pretty much just you bolt
When
it
it comes
on.
to the strokers, I've never built one. I always wanted to, but I was always careful about not wanting to clearance blocks and stuff like that and take the time to do it. I just always want to get it running and enjoy it. If I could, I know they like I can't think of the name of the company that there's lots of manufacturers out there that make take it out of the box 383s, and 388s, and always wanted one. I had a lot of friends that drove them, and they make the torque. That's for damn sure. They make the torque. I ain't got no problems with a short motor, but like nowadays it seems like everybody's taking like the Dart aftermarket blocks and doing 415s, 434s. They're making big inch small blocks because of the weight savings as opposed to a big block.
Yeah.
Because even a large inch small block, I know a large inch small block is still cheaper than a big inch big block. All right, I got we got to go. Yeah. She's making faces at us and everything.
Well, I'm making faces at Ken.
Okay. All right. So we appreciate all you guys and keep the license plates coming. We'll see you next Tuesday. Peace.
Good night.
Run, Chris.